Welcome back to Ant Adventures, and today we are going to be talking about homemade formicariums because I know some of you out there are lazy, you're not old enough to get a job, so you can't buy a formicarium. So we're going to talk about homemade formicariums today, and this right here is my beautiful mother. I love you. That's my beautiful mother. Shout out to her for letting me keep all my insects. I know she hates them, but secretly she loves them. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so if you don't have enough money to buy one of these acrylic formicarium, if you don't have enough money to buy one of those, there's always more options. Here, this is what I use for my colonies I have for sale. My personal colonies I keep in a formicarium or in a acrylic box. I'll talk about that later. But these are just really cheap tubs that you can buy. It's really simple. You run a tube through, and if the tube is too small for the hole you drilled, just fill it with some cotton. But I just put bark in here, and they nest underneath the bark, and then this is running to an outworld, and this is where I feed them, and this is the ring of fluon. And I have the same thing back here with a smaller colony, and that cotton is just there for water, so I can just fill up that cotton, boom, they can drink. And just in case if your outworld's not big enough to have a big jar with a plugged cotton hole. So that's one option. Another option is you can get like acrylic boxes. Now this is what I'm using. I'm using acrylic boxes. Now I have one here running to another one with a tube. As you can see, they're going through there. But these aren't ants. These are my termites. This is my termite colony. But there's not many people who keep termites, so I had to make up this formicarium. Now, I originally was thinking about putting them in a regular formicarium, like an acrylic formicarium. But then I thought this might be a little bit better for the colony. Is just to have an acrylic box, fill it up with dirt and plywood, running a tube. See, they're going through the tube right there. Running a tube, going to this. This is their outworld with fluon barrier. But what I keep out here is a bottle of water plugged with cotton, and that's where they get their water from. So that's them drinking. But what I put out here for them is leaves and sticks. Okay, so you can always make tub setups like this and this. And there's also plenty more homemade formicariums you can do. Look them up online, homemade formicarium. There's thousands of different setups you can do. You can make homemade formicariums out of white hong, which is like a white hong block. You can do those, or you can make a formicarium out of like plaster. That's what it is. You make a mold, and then you just fill up that mold with plaster and pop it out, and there you go. And you just run that to an outworld, and that is perfect for a nest. And then you can also make like a tackle box formicarium. I've seen some people that do those. There's a whole bunch of designs that people can do. It's a really amazing what you can see people doing, making their formicariums. It's really amazing what people can come up with and make a homemade formicarium. People make them out of wood. You'll see wood ones. You'll see cork ones that are just made out of 2 cork sheets, and one sheet is drilled, and then the other sheet is just underneath it. So you can still water it too. Now, those are just some of the amazing ideas that people have came up with. So that's just, if you don't have a job or you can't buy a formicarium or anything like that, You can always make one. There's always more options to ant keeping. So yeah.